gentlemen, and welcome to round number 8 of the Sprintcar Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Tonight we come back to the Lanier National Speedway, 3/8 of a mile dirt track around here, one of the shortest tracks we have on the iRacing season and service. My name is Brett Will. Thank you for joining us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We're just live on the Facebook page tonight. A video will get uploaded to YouTube later. We had a bit of a streaming issue yesterday and last night, so we're trying to limit the problems that we may encounter. You're watching practice at the moment. Can confirm 27 cars have taken a lap around Lanier. We got 28 in the server. So we're going to have a B main here tonight for race number 1, round number 8 of the Sprintcar Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. We look to wrap up 2 races here tonight and wrap up 2/3 of the race schedule. That means just 5 weeks. Just 5 weeks left of racing here for the Sprintcar Corporation Dirty Old Bastards 360 and 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. It's going to be an epic month of racing, to say the least. A new restart order is in play as well. Drivers may fire any time when the pace truck exits the racetrack, and in the middle of turns 3 and 4 there is a little NASCAR logo. Drivers have been told they're allowed to go before the green flag. They can fire from the middle of turns 3 and 4 and the green light. So it's going to shake things up a bit. Normally over the past sort of 3 seasons, I believe, or 3 seasons. Usually, I think this is the 3rd or 4th season running. So over the past 3 seasons, they've that was coming through the second screen, not through the headset. But yeah, over the past 3 seasons, they've had a strict rule: no going until the green light is displayed. Anyhow, practice coming to a close. In fact, it is closed. The checkered flag has been waved on that session. And well, now we get in for part 1 of tonight's proceedings here. As we have group qualifying. Group qualifying coming up onto the racetrack. So looking at a couple of the cars waiting to come out off pit road, the 331 of Ted Liet rolls out onto the racetrack. Going to be in the Pro World of Outlaws Season Next Series. A rare appearance for the 84. He come from the back of the bus last week in Knoxville in the 410s to pick up a win. It's the 84 of Chris Brenner. Behind him in car number 22, it is Jason Nygaard. And looks like these 3 drivers will be told to pick up the pace as we wait on times. And here we go. Green flag is out. Qualifying. Round number 8. We are underway. Ted Liet will get the first official time in. We've already got cars waiting to come out of pit road. Here we go. Ted Liet. And we've also got Ryan Pace on the racetrack as well. Ted Liet with the 13.035. Excuse me, Jason Nygaard. Quick time to Ryan Pace now. Look at these drivers in the 12-second bracket already. Ryan Pace, quick time with a 12.742. Ted Liet with a 12.869. Jason Nygaard on screen with a 12.907. And Chris Brenner, surprisingly, the slowest out of those 4 drivers with a 12.922. And, well, that is surprising. So tonight we have two races. We will have two streams going. Two different streams going, I mean. So the first one, obviously right now, and then the second one will be live close to 20 past the following hour. So on the racetrack right now, in car number 93, Chris Roberts. Behind him, in the 057, it's Craig Dunn. In the 06, Kyle Scott on the racetrack. And in the 257, he has found victory lane on numerous occasions throughout the season so far. Once again, he'll be on the Pro Series next week, the 257. Anthony Lopresto, Chris Roberts' first lap time. Second quick with a 12.813. Dunn with a 12.986. Scott with a 12.930. Lopresto with a 12.868. Roberts, can he go quicker? No. Dunn, he doesn't improve. Scott improves with a 12.891. Lopresto looking to go quick time? No. 12.868. Position 3. So two groups so far, and Ryan Pace still sits nearly 3/4 of a tenth quicker than anybody else with a 12.742. So we have 40 laps on tap for tonight's main event. In fact, both main events, they're twin 40s. Rolling out onto the racetrack right now in the 838. Getting a drive in a Northwest Focus midget on July. Oh, in July, it's the 838 of Tim Smith. In car number 21, Tyler Henselman. In car number 37, we got Zane Scott. And in car number 35, a rare appearance from this man, is John Batista. Tim Smith getting a first lap in around Lanier National Speedway. See what kind of lap time he can do. Quick time, 12.725. Henselman with a 13.160. Scott with a 13.124. Batista a 12.819. Smith slower on his second lap. Henselman, can he improve? No. Scott doesn't improve neither, and John Batista does not improve. 12.819 for Batista, but Tim Smith in the 838 sits position number 1. Whoo boy, there is some fast competition here tonight. This is by far probably the best field assembled here throughout the season. That's no disrespect to the drivers that have competed in the season so far. Let me tell you, some big names and heavy hitters in this one. In the Snap-on Tools, car number 9, Joshua Sakor on the racetrack. In the Caterpillar 222, it is Weston Newell. He's found victory lane on several occasions this season as well. Rolling out onto the racetrack in car number 7, Dylan Workman. And in the 006, it is Cody Olsen. Cody Olsen in the 006 picked up a podium last week or a couple of weeks ago. I think he picked up a... might have been in the lead. We'll leave it at that. Joshua Sakor looking at lap time 14.391. Weston Newell quick time with a 12.713. Cody Olsen sinks quick with a 12.848. Newell cannot improve. Workman with a 12.993 sits position number 14. Here boy. And one thing I have forgotten to bring up is Discord, so give me 2 seconds. We'll come back to you with qualifying so we can see this up on the stream. And you're doing 4,000 things at once. One thing you need to do. So the 57 of Luke Yanez rolls out onto the racetrack, along with the 14 of Kyle Tesma. Updates. I know. doubt it's going to come on the screen while the cars are on track. In car number 25, Jesse Bandy. And in the 127, Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill in the 127. Here we go. Yanes, Tesma, Bandy and Hill, your next 4 drivers. Yanes with a 13.167. Tesma with a 13.353. Bandy with a 13.714. Stephen Hill, 16th pick with a 13.127. Yanes with a 13.079. Tesma with a 13.190. And Bandy unable to go any better. Sitting there behind you. Anyhow, back to the racing. Back to the racing. Oh, no, I don't want that button. I want that button. Alright, let's look at the next couple of cars on the racetrack. We got 4 of them in the car number 97. Matthew Henniger makes his return. In car number 90, Jeff Fitzpatrick. In car number 10, Corey Cosboth also makes a return. In the 00, Nathan McClellan. Nathan McClellan in the 00. Matthew Henniger, first lap time, a little out of shape coming off the turn 4. That's going to slow him up just a little bit with a 13.461. Jeff Fitzpatrick with a 13.155. Cosboth with a 13.246 and the 13.260 for Nathan McClellan. Henniger will not improve. Fitzpatrick with a 13.108, position 16. Cosboth slower, as is Nathan McClellan. Now, 24 cars have taken a turn. Now, because we've got more than 24 drivers, we will run a B main. In fact, we've still got quite a few cars to take a time in. According to this timing screen, we've still got another 8 drivers, so which will give us a 32 car field, which means if they are all in the server, I dare say there is a potential here to run a C main. In the 17, it's Jason Ferguson. In the 000, Stephen Hersberg. In the 090, it is Trevor Royer. And in car number 11, he's certainly put on a show the past couple of weeks. It's the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. Zach McLaughlin in the number 11 machine in the 090. Trevor Royer. So this will conclude 28 cars, 7 groups of 4 right now. Ferguson with a 14.868. Hersberg with a 13.322. Royer with a 13.244. McLaughlin 15th pick with a 13.065. Ferguson with a 14.277. Hersberg slower. Royer position 21, so he's in the B main. He's just missed the bubble spot. 13.171, and right now your 20th qualifier is Tyler Henselman with a 13.160, literally clinging on by the skin of his teeth at the moment. And our final cars to come out onto the racetrack right now. In car number 5, we got Tyler Curtis. In car number 1, Travis Schruers. And in car number 92, it is Mike Keegan. Mike Keegan ran the 410s just past Thursday. In fact, put it on the front row in qualifying in one of the nights. Travis Schruers. He's been a consistent top 10, 15 qualifier. The races that he's come to race in. And green flag is out right now. Tyler Curtis hard on the gas. Last group of qualifying to come. Then we get set into the semi-mains, and then we'll have the 40-lap main event to come. Here we go. Tyler Curtis, first lap time, a 13.247. Travis Schruers, 13.071, position 16, bumps Henselman out of the top 20. And Zach McLaughlin, 15 quick with a 13. No, that's he's already on the racetrack. He's already done his lap. Mike Keegan with a 13.254. So 31 cars have officially laid down a lap time. There's only one driver. I'm not even sure if he's in the service, so stick around. We'll have a quick little break here. We're going to have a chat with Race Control. Back in a moment. Alright, not too short of a break. Let's go through our drivers so far. So we can confirm right now, I've just spoken to Race Control. There is no C main. There will be an 11 car B main. The 93 on racetrack has already qualified for the main event, so he's going to go out and act as a pace truck. So quick time was set by Western Newell with a 12.713. Tim Smith was second quick. Ryan Pace, Chris Roberts, John Batista rounded out the top 5. Cody Olson, Joshua Secor, Anthony Lopresto, Ted Litt, Kyle Scott, your top 10. Jason Nygaard, Chris Brenner, Craig Dunn, Dylan Workman, Zach McLaughlin, your top 15. Travis Truer, 16th. Luke Yanners, 17th. Jeff Fitzpatrick, 18th. 19th. Zane Scott. And scraping in the bottom of the barrel right now, your top 20 is Stephen Hill. Those 20 drivers have locked themselves into the main event. Kyle Tesma, he qualified 23rd, so he'll be in the B main coming up in just a moment. We're waiting on the drivers to get out of the pit road and come out on the racetrack. So your B main will line up like this. Starting on the pole in car number 21, Tyler Henselman to his outside, the 090 of Trevor Royer. Kyle Tasma will start out of position number 3. Out of position 4, the 10 of Corey Cosboth. Tyler Curtis lines up out of position 5 and to his outside. Out of position 6, it's going to be Mike Keegan. At a position 7, the 00 of Nathan McClellan lines up alongside the 000 of Stephen Herzberg. At a position 9 is going to be the 97 of Matthew Hennigan to his outside. Starting at a position 10, it's going to be the 25 of Jesse Bandy. Your 6th row on the inside for tonight's B main, the 17 of Jason Ferguson. He will line up alongside the 03 of Ryan Bueller. We have 12 cars in tonight's B main. Now, if you're new here and you haven't seen these guys run a B main, let me explain what happens. So tick up the top is incorrect that he's done off qualifying alone. So how they line up the B main is positions 21 on back. They have 8 laps manually counted by Race Control. Race Control will tell them when the pace truck has pulled in. There are no yellows in the B main, so if there is an accident, unfortunately, you're a bit out of luck, is what we'll go with. Here we go. B main getting set to roll off. Next time by. They come out of turn number 4. They'll do one more complete lap. Race Control will tell them when the pace truck is in. And remember, our top 4 will go on to tag the back of main event in race number 1. Race number 2 will be up after this one. After the main event, I should say, for race number 1. They have 2 races per night. But here we go. Tyler Henselman and Trevor Royer on the front row. Both drivers would be disappointed about their qualifying efforts and know how to get the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's B main. Maybe we'll go next time by. So, we're listening to Race Control here.
Reaches that NASCAR logo on the outside wall.
Here we go. They need to tighten up. Tighten up at the back.
Tighten up, guys. 1 to green.
Here we go.
8 laps, no yellows, top 4 advance.
There we go. You just heard it from Race Control, ladies and gentlemen. It is showtime on 1 to green. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid to go, boys.
That was actually okay.
It's,
Yeah. Tighten up, guys. 1 to green. 8 laps. Top 4 advance. No yellows.
Henselman, Royer, Tesma, Goss, both Curtis, Keegan, McClellan, Herzberg, Henninger, Bandy, Ferguson, Bueller, and we are green here in the B lane at Lanier. Henselman got a good start. Royer going to go straight to the top of the racetrack right now. Here comes Curtis, Cost both into the wall. Curtis sitting on the inside of the 14 of Carl Tesma. Tesma back to position number 4. Curtis gets underneath him now. 1 down, 7 to go. Keegan in the 92, behind McClellan. You're watching that on screen right now. Keegan out of the inside, McClellan looking to the outside of Tesma. 2 down, battle for the race lead. Oh, we got the 17 stopped. Trevor Roy out in front from Henselman. He's working the top side of the racetrack. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of contact. Bit of argy-bargy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the transfer spot you're watching on screen right now. McClellan and Tesma side by side. Keegan looking to find the way through. Henselman battling it out with Curtis. Tesma and McClellan come together. And then he's going to give Mike Keegan that 4th and final transfer spot. 3 to run. Curtis trying to hang on. Henselman up the position, back up the position number 2, Trevor Royer. There's just a little bit of research and development right now. Should have 2 to go. Royer out in front and literally walking the dog right now. The white flag is that. You heard it from race control. Royer, 4 turns to go. Make that 2. Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. The B-main, Trevor Royer, gets the job done. 2nd will go to Henselman. 3rd is going to be Keegan. 4th will be the 25 of Jesse Bandy. 5th is going to be Tyler Curtis. Then we go back to Stephen Herzberg, Corey Cosboth, and the 17 of Jason Ferguson, Ryan Bueller, Nathan McClellan, and Kyle Tesma. All DNFs in that one. So the 90 machine of Trevor Royer picking up the win here in B main. He will transfer to the back of the bus. And well, it is official. Qualifying and your B main is complete right now. Next up on the program will be our 40 lap main event. And if you're joining us for the first time, and if you haven't already hit the like and follow button on Ultimate Dirt TV, feel free to follow us on Facebook and also go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. We upload all of our content to YouTube. Normally we have both streams going on YouTube and Facebook, but last night, coming into a few streaming issues apparently, I've opted to go back just to the one Facebook page, and then we'll upload them to YouTube shortly after. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go as we have a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. For that. Here we go, our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on the pole in the 222 is Western New. Alongside him in the 838 is Tim Smith. Starting out of position number 3 is going to be Ryan Pace. To his outside, it's Chris Roberts. At a position 5, John Batista lines up alongside Cody Olsen. At a position 7, Joshua Secor. He will line up alongside Anthony Lopresto. At a position 9, the 331 of Ted Liet and the 06 of Kyle Scott lines up at a position number 10. At a position 11, the 22 of Jason Nygaard lines up alongside Chris Brenner at a position number 12. At a position 13, Craig Dunn in the 057 will line up alongside the 7 of Dylan Workman at a position number 14. At a position 15, the 11 of Zach McGough lines up alongside the 1 of Travis Schruers. Luke Ganez in the 57. He starts at 17. Out of 18, it's the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. Out of 19 is the 37 of Zane Scott. Look for Zane Scott to make his way through the field. And the 127 of Stephen Hill lined up out of position number 20. We go back to our B main transferees. That were Trevor Royer, Tyler Henselman. Let's have a look who else made it in that one. But here we go. The first of 2 features. Hello? Yep, that's right. ATVO does it to me again. Better. I apologise that you didn't see that. Anyhow, Western Mill is going to lead the opening couple of laps right now. So 40 laps on the board. Great battle for second. Pace on the inside in that all-black machine. Smith falling back to third right now. Pace on the inside. Batista, Roberts side by side. Batista has 4. Roberts looking back to the inside. There's 3 lines of racetrack right now. Batista works to the outside. Roberts through the middle. Liet on the low side of the racetrack. Western Hill starting to check away from the field. Smith riding up top. Pace now through the middle. Batista's found something up top as well. Is that cushion starting to form early on? Batista around the outside of Ryan Pace. That's going to be an eye-opener for Pace right now as he looks to come back through the middle. Batista made a mistake in 1 and 2. Pace got back by him right now. Ted Liet through the low side. Look at Lopresto. You see vaguely in the background just there. The 84 of Brenner. Lopresto looks to get around the outside, make that on the inside of Chris Roberts. Cody Olsen behind him. Jason Nygaard in a top 10 spot at the moment. It's Kyle Scott in the 06 and Brenner, Nygaard almost 3 wide. Here comes Brenner on the inside. Nygaard works to the outside of Brenner. That's your battle for 9th and 10th, literally. Oh, Olsen tagged the wall a little bit. Action aplenty. And Tim Smith starting to catch a race leader. Look at the difference in the wing angles between the 2. Smith, it is so flat. And battle for 4th and 5th. Liet now on the inside of Ryan Pace. Roberts, he's trying to get some coconuts about him and run the top of the racetrack. Goes to the bottom in 1 and 2. Goes through the middle. Oh, Ryan Pace into the wall. There's some dummies. There's a bend right rear. Jacobs on a bend for sure on that race car. And there's definitely a meatball flag. Now it's all a matter if he can get back to the pits safely without bringing on the caution. Scott just tags the back of the 44. He goes on by Cody Olsen back to pit road. Brenner now. Slider from pace, but Scott gets back around the outside. Brenner and Nygaard having a Jim Dandy of a battle of a moment. Look at this three right now, 4th, 5th and 6th. There's just a 10th in it for the race lead as well. Smith dived to the low side in 3 and 4. Side by side, Western Hill continuing to lead this one. Smith now, slow job for the lead. Yellow is out. Why is my sound coming through there? God. If everything can go wrong, it's happening this week. I'm telling you. Oh. It is just a horrible, horrible week to stream. So the yellow flag comes out after 17 or 18 laps complete. Now, I'm just going to put these back to the pre-screen for the moment, so... in fact, I'm going to do that. Sound.
They pass that?
Alright. So here we go. Hopefully we're back. Lights are out on the pace track, and I apologise we didn't get to have a look at the replay. It was the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. Green flag is back out on the back underway. Tim Smith has the race lead from Western Hill and John Battisti at top 3. Liette Roberts continuing to nuke it out, and now here comes Lepresto in the 257 looking to the outside. He now cuts it down low. He chops into Roberts. And Roberts, that'll bring out a caution. No. Green. Ladies and gentlemen, somehow we are still green. And Roberts, well, he's PI55 ED right now. He's back in last spot on the racetrack, on the lead lap, I should say. And he's about to get put a lap down soon, I would think, by the 8:38 of Tim Smith. Batista up to second. Newell third. Fourth is Lepresto. To the inside, Newell riding the cushion, and, well, Liette rides the cushion as well. Look at the 84 trying to make something happen on the inside of Liette. In turns 1 and 2, Brenner battling for position 6, I believe that is. Let me get the timing screen up. Battling for a top 5, and he's done it. Up to position 5. He's a man on a mission. We wish him the best of luck in the Pro Series next Monday night, along with his teammate Anthony Lepresto. I believe Michael Sheridan has got one as well, but the yellow flag is out on the racetrack. Oh, Jason Nygaard catching the end of that one. Let's have a look to see what happens. Puts the slider on. Oh, Ryan Pace. Now let's have a look at that one in slow it down just a little bit. So here's the slider. So they're 3 wide right there. Nygaard with a slider on Pace. Pace comes off the cushion, drives through the middle, and the car gets somewhat loose and then tight. And comes up into the 22. And unfortunately for the 22 machine, in the next gen fab at Colby's Eye Paints, number 22. So watch the black car in the middle. Found a little bit of grip, and the car just shot towards the right. Nothing that Nygaard could do on that one. Watch at normal speed yet again. Back to go inside the cockpit. Yeah, I think Nygaard's car get a little bit loose as well there.
Green flag.
Ah, never mind. We'll go back to green flag racing. Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. Roberts. Now remember, Roberts is a lap down, so he's trying to get back on the lead lap. Batista and Lopresto work to the outside. Western Mule falling back to fourth right now, going through the middle. Brenner working the cushion in 3 and 4. He got a good run. Western Mule came up, took the line away, and Brenner had to take evasive action. Liet looking to come back on the inside of Brenner into turn number 3 and 4. What are we seeing? 2 cautions, a white flag, lap 46. So, oh, Western Mule upside down. Western Mule, the so-called GOAT, as we had in chat. We will finish up on his lid. Let's have a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV replay to see where he went wrong. Just entering a little too high. Here we go. You're watching the Ultimate Dirt TV replay on screen right now. A little too high. Tags the wall with the right rear. Rides it, comes off the wall upside down into Trevor Royer. Royer had nothing to do with that. Royer had nowhere to go. And looking at all the cars coming through, they all make it through by the look of it there, and he finds himself back on pit road. So lights are out, going green. White flag, lap 49.
Green flag.
So we're going to have 13 remain around there. Tim Smith, the race leader from Batista and Lopresto. The top 3, Brenner up to position 4. Challenging for his teammate right now. Oh no, Lopresto climbs the wall, the right rear and the rear end is bent. Yellow is out. Will everyone avoid him? They do. But the 257. Well, that wall is catching someone out. The post truck decides it wants to rally across the infield wall. We see another caution and another single car spin here this evening right now. So nice to see a couple of Ultimate Dirt TV cars up the front. A couple of UW Motorsports drivers. We got a Black Diamond Motorsports driver as well. How about Dylan Workman? Up to position number 7. Just try and have a look to see where he started. He started 14th. What a drive by the 7.
Again, leader may fire anytime they checked off after that NASCAR logo, and I'll stay for the bottom groove.
White flag lap 52, I'm going to assume. So the assumption is we have 11 to run. So now, the 93 of Roberts, he's the lap down. Let the cars stay where they're meant to. And we'll just let the lead cars go on by. It's all about trying to gain as many points, gain maximum points that he can for him towards the championship. Batista now to the outside of Smith. I think that was 10 to go. Smith, Batista to the lead. Smith has gone from hero to zero, first to third. Now the 84 of Brenner. He is coming on the rail right now. He's got that 84 tile into the top of the racetrack. Through turns 3 and 4. Tim Smith. Either something's been on that race car, or he's lost all the grapefruits in the world to not run the high side of the racetrack. Brenner trying to go through the middle in 1 and 2. Riding the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Literally nose to tail. There's a car length separating your race leader and second place driver right now. Batista leading this one. Oh! Brent having a bit of a lag spike there, but 6 to run by my calculations. Batista, he is looking good at the moment. 5, I believe.
That was 5 to go.
Correct. Smith, he's got some damage on that race car. He's trying to hang on. Liette in 4th. Workman in 5th. Is that Roy? That's Royer from the B main. Carl Scott in the 06. Henselman from the B main as well. I've just forgotten how many laps there were. I think we're on 3 to run. And Batista, you're going to stay on board with Batista for the next, or for the last 3 laps, I should say. Oh, he makes a mistake in 3 and 4. 2 to go at the line. Here comes Brenner on the inside. Oh, there's contact with the lap car. Brenner. Oh, talk about stepping on it. He had the race lead and now he is done. One flag. And Batista has this one all but sewn up. 3 turns, 3 and 4. Race it to the line, they say. Batista gets the job done. 2nd will go to Smith. 3rd is going to be Brenner. Oh boy, some controversy towards the end of that one. And it was an absolute belter of a race. Whoo, man. The 39. For the second night, I've been covering races this week. He finds victory lane. So wait for our podium to get on and have a chat. In fact, we're going to go and have a chat with our 3rd place finisher of Chris Brenner. I don't know where to begin on that one. I mean, you railed from, I think, the 6th or 7th row. You get a top 5, you challenge for the race lead, and with 2 to go, it all comes unstuck for you.
Yeah, that was a bummer, man. I saw... Hold on 1 second.
Having a quick word with Chris Brenner. He just needs to turn some stuff down.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I saw John make a mistake in front of me. I saw my opportunity, and I sent it going into 1 there. Unfortunately, the 25 car was in my path of fury, and I'm sorry for getting into him. Man, that was a bummer. Great race by John. He was fast as hell up there. It came down to mistakes, and I made one where it hurt the worst. Congrats on Tim for picking up 2nd there, too. He was fast all night.
Qualifying, you just seemed a little bit off. One of the first cars out. Still 12th quick. I mean, out of 32 drivers, realistically, it's not up to your standard. I would have thought you would have been a top 5 qualifier, but come the race time, it just shows you that you've got that setup dialed in, and you know how to pass cars.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention in practice session, and I messed up and chose the wrong line for qualifying. But it's always fun battling through a pack too. So it makes for a good video and exciting broadcast, and it's just a blast. Trying to make it up front. It's a good challenge.
Well, let's hope you pay attention next week when you go for the Pro Series.